After LUTV News, where we will discuss interesting topics on campus, in the community, and in the world of culture with our panel of LUTV News reporters. I'm Vanessa Guerrero. A few weeks ago, the Student Government Association suggested that the grading policy be changed in light of the COVID-19 pandemic. The administration, in an email sent on April 9th, stated, "Students will have the option of requesting an alternate grade of SE, Satisfactory under exceptional circumstance. This change will occur in classes in which the student is earning a passing grade of a D or higher. Students who choose the SE must still participate in class for the rest of the semester. This option may cause students issues in the future with scholarships, financial aid, and much more." Panel, what are your thoughts on this policy? Is this something that you or your peers could consider?
No. I honestly don't like it. I've heard a lot of students don't like it because of the simple fact that it doesn't really help them at all. In terms of GPA, in terms of anything. It's just that simple fact that we feel that it's not fair because of a situation like this, which is out of our control. It could influence or impact a student in the way that they are finishing their semester out. So saying satisfactory with, the circumstances is just like, it's not helping them at all. It's just saying that, amidst of the circumstance, it's understandable that you got the grade that you get, but it won't change anything.
Mm-hmm. It's not benefiting us in any certain way, I would say. The SC is, I guess you could say, it helps you, but in a way, I just don't think when they sat down and discussed this, they really weren't thinking how are we thinking, how all of us are thinking. And like we were talking about last week, we didn't really get a say in all of this. And I think that was very much wrong about that. And like you said, Bree, a lot of students that we've talked to, they don't like this idea either. And I'm not with it as well. So it's just like they should have got some students, picked a few, I guess you could say, that were, I guess, the SGA or whoever, and just talk to them and understand what are students thinking, not what you guys are thinking. Because although you guys already been through college and all of you guys stuff or whatever, and nobody, I don't think, has been through something like this. So you should see how we are thinking, not you guys.
I mean, I don't understand how it's supposed to benefit us. Even at my other university, my advisor there has requested that we don't opt for the new program, the grading system. And I've read articles from other students across America who they don't understand it at all. They don't understand how it's supposed to help them. And I've talked to students at Lamar who I'm friends with, and they also said that they don't know how it's supposed to benefit, because a lot of people are in the pre-programs or in the nursing program. And the nursing program, you're not even allowed to opt for it. And GPA requirements, professional schools, it just, I don't understand.
And see, that's what I'm saying. Somebody like the nursing program who needs those grades or whatever, and going through something like this that they're not familiar with. And I guess, like you were saying last week as well, Bree, freshmen coming to this situation fresh, we probably didn't took maybe one or two or however many online classes we have taken already. So we kind of have a little clue of what it is. But these freshman kids who just was thrown into the fire, literally, and them starting off their college careers and something they can't control. And it's unfair to the students. And I still think somehow, some way, we should be able to put our foot down and kind of just go back to them and tell them, hey, this is not what we want. We need something better, something the students want. Stop putting it in the administration's hands and thinking that they know what's best or whatever. Listen to your students. That's the big key in all of this. Listen to the students.
I agree. And I think one of the big problems with the SE policy is that students that get high grades of A's, B's, maybe even C's aren't going to want to opt for the SE. It's going to be students that only get that D grade. So whenever it's put on your transcript and jobs or other colleges look at that, they're going to see that other students who went through the same thing didn't opt for SE. Why did this person? They obviously must have gotten a bad grade. I saw a article, I think that MIT, they're opting for a similar policy, but it's different where the rankings are different. So if you have an A through C, you get one sort of satisfactory. If you get a D or F, you get another type of satisfactory, whatever. But like none of them go onto your actual transcript, and it doesn't calculate anything into your GPA, same as ours. But I was wondering, do you guys think there are better solutions to this, and what would your solutions be?
I would honestly say there was another possible solution that was in the air by candidates for Student Government Association for next semester. They said that it should be a pass-fail type of semester where, if you at least make the D or higher, it's a pass, but if you make an F, it's a fail. And a lot of students were really pushing towards that because of the simple fact that it's not really, how do you say it? It's not really outing out a specific group in terms of what grades they get. So if they make an A or if they make a D, they both get a pass. Unlike if someone makes an F, they make a failing grade, but that's because they failed it. So that's why many students were for that. And that's why I feel like when the message was sent out and it was completely different from what students were pushing for, it made the students very confused, saying, how did you make this type of, decision? And it doesn't even line up to what we said what we requested.
Mm-hmm.
But I also understand that it has to somewhat be in place, because if it was very lenient to get that SE, a lot of students would take advantage of that regardless of what grade they have. They'll just be like, okay, I don't feel like doing the work anymore. I'll just opt for the SE. But at the same time, though, you have to consider there are students that actually try very hard, and sometimes they have some issues such as, technology issues, or they have to deal with their family because of health issues, dealing with the pandemic and things of that sort. So it's just a lot of pros and cons with it, but I feel like there are more cons than pros.
I just think that although some people would take advantage of the leniency and whatever, I just think it should still be like that as well. I know that's kind of bad to say because there are people that would take advantage of it, but I think it still should kind of be that way, because in some sorts, I think this could make somebody be like, well, I don't want to do it. I'll opt for it because like a lot of this is hard. We don't know what guys' resources are. From the outside looking in, we could be saying, okay, they're not doing that. Well, they may be going through something that we have no clue about, and it could look that way, and we could say, oh, those guys are just lazy. So I feel like it should be lenient. I had saw somebody propose like instead of it being A being 90 to 100, it should be maybe 80 to 100. I could agree with something like that, lowering the points a little bit to get in there. But I know there's some people that take advantage and have a bad heart, but I believe at a time like this is more good than bad right now. So that few bad, I feel like we can kind of roll with the punches. I know that kind of sounds bad, but at the same time, I know that we don't know people's situation right now. So I don't want to be the one to kind of judge that situation. Not necessarily disagreeing with you, Bree, but I wouldn't want to like kind of just fault somebody right now. I kind of thought about that over the week. Just not, you don't never know what nobody is going through behind closed doors.
Yeah, I agree with you. I absolutely agree.
I mean, I don't really necessarily see a problem with like a pass or fail system with the option of a letter grade, because I know, I mean, if I made an A in a class, why would I opt for pass when the A could help my GPA and look better on a professional transcript? But I mean, there also is the argument of like, I hate to be the bad guy, but does the university have to do this? Do they have to try and help us when we are adults and we should be able to monitor our schoolwork. We should be able to check Blackboard regularly. We should be able to create a schedule because we are adults. So there is that argument.
Right. Thank you all for your input. Thank you so much. And thank you for watching LUTV After News. To see more content from LUTV News, follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook.